Well, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He breaks the tackle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Sidney Brown in on that stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. This one to Williams out left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. It's one on 3rd down. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Russ now from the gun. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw from Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Working quickly here. First down, here's Russ. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead to 7. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on second down. He'll get this one to Brown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Pass complete to Campbell. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Hurts throwing again. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
He's throwing for it! And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set, first and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Wilson on first and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Darius Slay with the stop.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throw complete to Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
4th down, here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
On first down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away. The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team. Return to start this second half.
First and 10, here's Hurts. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Wilson now, first and 10. Diving right side, got it! A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Ross out of the pistol. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
Ross is cooking again. He's got Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Third and goal, Wilson. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. He'll throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Russ now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's taken in by Williams. Jukes one defender, and he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast. Wilson with it on 1st. Throw complete to Williams. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the third. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes?
Yep.
No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for first down. Man in motion here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Offense to the line for second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Offense in the hurry up here. He's back to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights, and the Steelers push the lead up to 12. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful.
Around made a start. Top-notch clientele, 3K, very cost. We don't glamorize the game, we tryna do better. Still spending 5 G's on these cashmere sweaters. You niggas was cupcaking, we was playing Costa Mesa at the Cheesecake Factory. Interviewing had to tip the valet.
Open space and nothing but the end zone in front of them.
Wilson's throwing for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right?
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Put the body on the line for his team. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Wilson now from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I've been on the mission, strictly bag getting, shit been hitting different, shooting never missing, got it out the kitchen, the niggas know I lived it, I'm cut from that cloth, niggas,
won't cover nobody,
get it. I'm cut from that cloth, nigga, all I know is get it.
Been getting smoked whole game.
TFF.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Yeah, all right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try. He's throwing for it! And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. Well, the penalty did not deter them. They go from 7 yards out and still convert for 2.
And you know what it was about, Kate? Do you know what that was about?
I don't.
It was about execution. Oh, I got more of the playbook opened up because I got a penalty. No,